Welcome everyone and welcome to All In, All United.
Remember the comment you made?
I got some bars to these.
Run Ryan.
And everything. You have players out there.
I think the fellas will take it more serious.
What grade?
That one at the go.
Yes, because at the end of the day, right now, Manchester United are
Welcome fellas and welcome to All In, All United. European nights. You know, Nico, JP, Chef, Lion on the inside.
Foreign base, boy.
Must be that. That can't give we talks and say we play on Tuesday.
Boys, foreign base.
And we have Phil on the inside too. Fellas, what we saying? I mean, when they consider how poorly we started this Europa League, right? I think finishing third in a 36-team league, you know, and only 1 point behind, you know, the top two teams. I think we do good. You know, I mean, we secure automatic qualification to the round of 16, and we are the only team left unbeaten. You know, so much credit to them fellas and them. The holidays frustrate me, right? But much credit to them boys and them, you know, for bringing us this far where we do have to play in the playoff. You know, we have I think 2 weeks now where Amram could work with the boys and them. And I think the last time Amram had that kind of time to work with the team on the training pitch, we saw a real top performance versus Liverpool and I think Arsenal. You know, so I mean, how much more he could do with 2 more weeks, right? So I mean, we here. You know, we're supposed to be feeling nice. What we saying? Nico, I don't know if it's me alone, man. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, you said Nico.
Can't hear you, Nico. But I can speak for Nico.
Now I guess up, yes?
Yeah, we can speak for Nico. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, we saw Kobe Manu in the advanced position today where we have been asking for him to play, and lo and behold, a goal and an assist. So Nico's finished. JP and Chef can go now.
Nico is still in here, right?
No, we're not here.
Yeah, the restart.
Restart your router.
Yeah.
Nico, just come out and come back in.
Go closer to your
Come back in.
Oh boy.
JP, correct now?
Yeah. Good night, everybody. I enjoyed Kobe performance today. The team was good, but I had like a Kobe cam watching that game today because I was just watching a youth man play and I enjoyed that performance. I was saying I feel Amarim just taking all in all, and he said them for a song and I didn't make any sense. The Kobe had to play in that 10 and but Amarim just listened to me earlier. He hear us and he tried it out, and Kobe was a standout today and a joy to watch on that pitch. He really played with freedom without having to think about running back too much. So yeah, I was happy with what I saw today.
Oh, yeah, me know.
Ah,
Yeah.
boy.
Oh,
Like your neighbor said, hold on, I'm bringing it closer, boy.
Now we have some IT gurus on set tonight, so you know what I mean.
Right now, Nico.
Yeah. For sure, grateful for the win today. I guess it was the most comfortable, but most frustrating first half. Right? We have endured. Well, I have endured for a long while with this team because we saw how easy this Bucharest team was, and we was only playing with 3 foot in our first half.
Yep.
You know? And what I saw, and what I liked, which I find we didn't take advantage of, was how high Malassi was up on the left hand side. And I think Malacia and Meno was high up on the left hand side, and Martinez said, I'm a Guaya. You understand?
Yeah.
Let's play the ball. You know, you hold it, you play it back. You know what I mean? I guess that's part of the game plan. But sometimes we had to realize, wait, nah, this team is food. You know what I mean? And then say, hey, let me go for it now. But against second half, you know, Amarin saw that, made the changes, and I guess we got the job done. Kobe, you know what I mean? You had to play in that 10. You know, you definitely saw where he like to run back. You know, and defensively, he like that work. But you see that work he do today? He could have comfortably scored 2 or 3, assisted 2 or 3, and he was a thorn in that side today. And I think he could definitely, you know, stake his claim in that number 10 position going forward. Yeah.
Dan, you see that play when he capped the man? I wanted him to score that so bad. I done give up to start balling in him. Good night, everybody. Yeah, first half was frustrating ourselves because we was playing with Sunderland as we often do. But with the little changes, you know, I like the youth, but think today was a little bit unlucky, and then I find Malacia was playing a real shit. So I was that's.
I find we didn't use him, Chef. I find we didn't use him.
Yeah, but then it had some players where I asked him, Mark and them, what the hell wrong with Malacia? Malacia get a ball, the ball off, Malacia kick it back in. About 3 piece of mad thing, and I'm watching and I say, brother, I had to bring you Trinidad and give you a haircut and a tap, you know, because you get mad now with the shit you're playing, eh?
But it's game time too, eh? Lack of game time too, eh? Lack of minutes.
Lack of minutes, but
yeah, lack of minutes, boy.
I actually like him, eh? And I don't find it warrants selling him, eh? He's a good little squad player. But I mean, I say we're looking for better men. So yeah, but all in all, it was a decent performance. Dan, I had to say something, and we'll get into it, but I just want to lean into it a little bit. See, Garnacho, though, I had to grade Garnacho because he and Rashford was playing the ass at the same time, and he decided, dog, let me earn my place and earn my contract, and the man really put on his head and he played. If we had a better striker, Rashford would Garnacho would have got a couple of assists, but we have Twiddledee and Twiddledum playing up in front there, so there will never be any end of crosses. But big up to him though for really putting the club first and doing what he's supposed to do as a player.
Is that's why you're looking for a transfer. But yeah, good night, everybody. When I see Malacia playing today, I say he thinking about a new signing. And then on top of that, Luke Shaw come back from the dead all of a sudden. So he will be third place because he would be the first to go on, despite Luke Shaw being injured for all these years. But yeah, it was a decent game. The first half wasn't too hot, but I was glad for the second half. But I'm still cautious because you know with this team, you take it one half at a time, right? So that's it.
I thought I'd take it 50 minutes that time. 15 minutes. Let me see if we can get this first 15 minutes. Let me don't concede. Let me consolidate for the first 15. All right, the next 15, let me see what happens. Yeah.
It's true, because it's at that moment, that AAA moment.
Yeah.
We like to give AAA moments. That bullet one hit the post, nearly string up we keeper. Oh, I just like, no, God. All you're playing a Sunday church league team, no. I'm told you, just kill the side now, boy.
Yeah. just get some comments, right, fellas? King and Rudy Pre on the inside. Good night, man. Thanks for joining. He said, let's don't be joyful tonight and sorrow Sunday. Eh?
Nah, let's stay in the moment. Unruly.
Because
Let's
only
stay in
take
the
one
moment.
at a time. Only according to Lion, 1.5 at a time. We watched 2 hours today. We win that game. We nobody getting carried away. Let me just be in the moment now.
It's just for this team. You have to take it as it comes. You can't wait for no
that's
proper.
all.
You can't wait for no run then to celebrate. You know.
If you use a Manchester fan and getting overconfident, something wrong with you.
Yeah. Then Elliot Brent on the inside. Good night, man.
Good night. Good night.
He's saying Luke Shaw. Something me will be
For me,
for me will be a direct backup to Martinez. I think so too.
That new youth man apparently, even though he's young, he'll be the backup.
Who have won?
That's the one from Arsenal.
Yeah.
But what the next one? The Kumu fella.
Kukuniki or whatever it is. But he good enough. Yeah, Kukuniki, yeah. But he's 16 enough. He plays.
He had time still.
Whatever it is.
I think it's or something like that.
Yeah, but he is 16 and he play, but he have plenty work in him still.
Yeah.
I watched him play for the 21 yesterday, and he still have a lot of development. But the man big.
That he forward.
No, the center back.
Okay, I ain't seen him.
But the man big and he very intimidating. And as long as he get a few games under his belt in a couple years time, he could be in that team.
No, he big and intimidating because he played under 16 and he like Shaq.
Nobody. I mean,
so
he got a team.
He has
quality.
Yeah,
the man has a couple times.
Yeah. But the man has quality on the ball for sure. But defensively, he makes some errors. But quality on the ball,
at that age,
comfortable on the ball. Yeah. So, but he won for the future for sure.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Kurt on the inside, good night, man. Thanks for joining.
Good night.
Jody on the inside, good night. Thanks for joining, man.
Oh, Jody.
Yeah, Kurt saying here,
Jody, can we have update on how your daughter doing now since with the surgery and everything? What was the latest with her?
Yeah, he talked to me yesterday about it. She home. The surgery was a success. So it's just the road to recovery now for her.
Nice, man. Nice.
So everything went well.
With Millie, but it is my present on Jody. That is what I'm trying to say. I had a message, Jody. Yeah? Nice. Good day.
Speedy recovery.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like see on the men now. She on the men, so it's just a matter of time before she back on the pitch.
Nice, man. Good day.
Yeah. So, fellas, we want to get straight into it. We want to go straight into it, and I want to kind of I want to start off on me, right? Because I think I don't know if I could use the term like the elephant in the room. But it's just the man was just superb today, right?
Yeah, he was.
And Nico had to put the bowie head and say, because. But anyway, this is what the manager had to say. He said, I put Kobe in the 10. We need time to understand the players as he was struggling a lot defending as a midfielder. As a 10, he was so free playing the ball near the box.
Yeah.
Right? And we're seeing, and I mean, this is only a quote, but when you listen to the press conference, there was some sort of admission that Amorim said, well, probably we misprofiled him.
Yeah.
And we see it now, we're learning and we understanding the players as time passes. And perhaps Kobe Mino is a better fit for the number 10 than the central midfielder because he don't run back as much, he don't defend, he don't like to defend or whatever. But we saw, I have been calling for it. I know other fellas on the panel have been calling for it as well, except Nico. Right?
No, but no, I called for that. No, don't get me wrong. I said that to play Bruno deeper. Do not play Kobe Mino deeper. Play Bruno deeper,
and
right?
Put Kobe on the bench.
And no, even if you're playing Kobe, you're not playing Kobe deeper.
So let me
You're
pull
not
back them
playing.
tapes, you know.
No, but what different from what I say? If it is Kobe not playing deeper, then what he gonna play? He not gonna play center back. He not gonna play center forward. He gonna play in number 10. He not gonna play a winger.
Honestly, for me,
Mm-hmm.
as much as I like Kobe, I was struggling to see him in the team in that deeper position.
Defensive mid. Me too.
Exactly.
I
And that
agree
was
with
my
you.
position.
Because
That
Agree
was
with
my
you.
position.
for one, you had to watch the first day of training when they show the clip when they lose the ball in the defense and they're going back and he called Evans. He said, Evans, run back, run back. Kobe not the fastest.
Yeah.
So it's better to play him higher up the pitch. The
Yes.
defensive midfielder like Ogate and Bruno more
Cool.
athletic, so it's better to
Cool,
put
yeah.
him
Yeah.
in the back, like further back. So
Yeah.
that position made for him because he could pass the ball, he could control. He have
I
a
think
little
I think
touch
what
to
had happened too when he came into the squad, he was so crying out for defensive mid. And he come in and he really give you a little lift inside it. But in hard games, you know, he was found wanting. So if maybe the club could say the misdiagnosis. Because when he was playing for the younger teams, what position he does play?
I think he playing the 10 too, you know.
Maybe 10.
Yeah.
Well, all right. He might not be pace, but the man
Yeah.
technical
Wait,
ability, boy. Jeez.
Yeah. But you see, in the youth teams, when they're playing 4-4-2, so he
Yeah.
can play at 10 with two wingers now. So he don't have to do the winger type role now. He just
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
supply the wingers and the forwards more or less, and let me say the midfielders doing the work, the wingers doing the work, and he just more or less creating,
Yeah.
which kind of more similar to what he did today.
So that being said, fellas, and I mean we want to really, I mean we watching football a long time and we know, yes, you have to beat what's in front of you, but is it now a foregone conclusion that listen, Kobe may always be 10? Phil,
One of them.
because I'll say this, what you call them, Steaua Bucharest.
Yeah.
Them that wasn't no team earlier, right?
Yeah.
You know, but we're looking at teams like Crystal Palace, you know, who whereby defenders are a lot more physical, the quick, you know, they understand.
Let's space on the ball.
Yeah, they understand. Less time and space on the ball, right? So, Phil, is it, you know, a foregone conclusion now that Kobe is be number 10?
I think you got to play him there in more games, right? We can't just say one game he played well, and then you just say, okay, he's our number 10 going forward, right? I want to see Kobe in the next probably 4 to 5 games. I want to see him do well, but for some reason, I want to see him make mistakes as well tonight. And I'll tell you why. The sign of a great footballer is how he can recover from mistakes as well too, right? So it's all good that we can see Kobe play well in number 10. I too was excited to see Kobe do well in the number 10 today, right? But I also want to see Kobe in a couple more matches in that number 10 position, right? Also, he's going to need some coaching as well because your role as a number 10 versus your role as a deep line playmaker is totally different, right? Your role as a deep line playmaker, you're going to let to spread the ball left and right, and also to some extent get back and help the back four defend as well too, right? Kobe will have less stress running back to help the likes of Ugarte and these guys in the midfield defend, right? So put him in the number 10 for the next probably 3 to 4 games. I see what the guy can do. But if it's a foregone conclusion, no, because I guess our natural number 10 is still Bruno Fernandes, right? So
yeah.
I'm gonna put this one to JP, and sorry, I didn't add this thing to before Phil spoke. Considering the players that we have right now, is it a foregone conclusion?
I would say I kind of lean into how Phil puts it, that I want him to try it again. I don't want it to be that, well, he do it in this one game. I think Amram will want to see how he does against Premier League opposition before he could really make that decision to say, well, this is Kobe position. But the thing is, just looking at him today, Yeah, it was FCSC, but at the same time, I feel like Kobe run more than he usually does when he playing deeper. Because Kobe was picking up some real intelligent positions too, going out wide, coming in. He was dropping deeper at times. He and Bruno was almost kind of interchanging sometimes if you looked at it. So I think more than who he played, I think how he played with intelligence as well in terms of the positions he picked up in the position too. When Ahmad came on, you saw how I looked at it closely. As soon as Ahmad started cutting, Kobe started to go wider. So I think he understands the position and he's showing a better understanding than other players that we tried there, I think. So I don't feel Premier League opposition will be like this big deterrent or it will keep him back. I think we have been seeing it with Kobe for a while now. The way he's playing football, he could get out of tight spaces. He have a physicality to him. He just don't like to run. The quickest player. So I think that is he more useful in spaces closer to the box there where he could weave through the tight spaces. Because we see do it today. He weaved through like about 3-4 men on top of the box. So I would say give him a few games in the Premier League against tough opposition. If he continue to do what he did today, even if he don't have the same impact in terms of scoring a goal and assist, but if he playing well in that position, I think continue it.
Yeah, Nico.
So foregone to me when I say foregone, that means for the rest of his United career he need number 10.
And at least for the rest of the season. At least for the rest of the season.
Maybe for the rest of the season, I could see him as a number 10 for the rest of the season. But overall, I think he can develop his game. That's how Ericsson has developed his game, and Kobe is even younger. Paul Scholes developed their game. Paul Scholes attacking midfielder as well. He ended up being a deep line playmaker, and I think Kobe still has the quality to do that. I know that there was a talk that he was developing muscles in the wrong areas, and I think somebody, the hierarchy, was looking at that in terms of the type of player or the profile of player he is. They weren't comfortable with that. So let me say if we find he's slow, and let me say it has specific work, because even I heard that they hired some running type specialist coach. If it is that we could work on Kobe in terms of his running and work on and he's also very young. So even as he matures, he will understand even the defensive work as well, as he develops into a professional. So I think with time, Kobe could be a 10, Kobe could play a deep line playmaker, Kobe could be whatever, the team wants him to be an excel. But for now, I think the number 10 is the best position for Kobe.
Yeah. Chef, coming to you, right? Because, and the reason why I'm asking this is because, we getting linked with a lot of, like, Lion Gotello, we getting linked with
He gone Spurs.
No, but I just no, but while looking at this, I doubt if he could choose, he ain't going there, right? But anyway.
But who wants him to? Them does just call United names so other teams spend the money.
Reputable sources say that United inquiring.
Yeah,
right?
we want him.
But the point is, if we decide, and I'm gonna say we are talking about Amorim and whatever, decide that listen, Kobe is at 10 going forward, then that will influence with transfers.
Yeah.
Which is good. Which is good, eh?
Yeah. So that means we wouldn't be looking at people like Tell perhaps if Garnacho stay, and we might be looking at more central midfielders and things like that. So Chef, I don't know how you see that play. Would you still want to go for 10, knowing that Kobe there possibly? How you see that? Because I'm really trying to get in the mind of how we really see in this Kobe situation, because as Nico say, he could still play different roles, but I look at the need of the team, and we had to make signings.
Is that hard on me? I personally
is your take, eh? Is your take, eh?
Yeah. Personally, for
Stand
me,
right or wrong.
yeah.
Multiple
Personally, for
choice,
me,
A or B, and two of them correct.
personally, for me, I would hold off on just saying, all right, here's a number 10. I want him to play the position more against harder opposition, who will give him less time, less thing. I really believe in youth personally. I am a big fan of him. And I believe wherever he put his head to, keep his head down, he would, he will do well. So that's why I never was taking on that ship we talk about selling him and all kind of thing. That just didn't make no sense to me. So I would hold off on saying he's just a 10. But in terms of transfers, that is where it gets ticklish now. Because that is basing your transfer decisions now, or rather your transfer direction on the form of a young player is a real tricky thing. So I would say not exactly change our transfer strategies. We still need let's call it a left
A left
side
10.
attacker,
A left 10, yeah.
a left 10, whatever the hell they call it. Yeah, we still need a left 10 because right now we have a left back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So we still need a left 10.
we have two.
And we still need a CDM, because we looking to have a barbecue to sell Casimiro. So yeah, because we still need a 10. I'm sorry. We still need a next man in that position with Ugarte or as a backup, wherever. So yeah.
Yeah. Well said. Lion, you want to jump in on the menu discussion?
Well, yeah, I agree with trying them out in that position for a little time. And I also agree with competition. So if we need to get we had to get him.
Tell
Because-
good.
Yeah.
But
He's a-
But yes,
I got good question. But that's good question,
he's still young.
Yeah.
He's
I
still
glad
young
Chef
and
asked it
developing.
Yeah,
Chef
no, I
asked
had
it.
it to ask.
Yeah.
You know.
I glad
No,
you
I
asked
have
Yes.
been hearing this youth name calling for a while, but I don't lie, there's no more than me at times.
But
So I have to ask if he does it.
Matesta is a 10 or right back.
No, he just play left wing,
Yeah.
right wing, center forward.
Attack.
He kind of
Yeah,
like
that's-
Rashford.
Yeah, he can play on both sides and he can play through the middle.
He was
Yeah.
never he was never going to get any start over Musiala. He was never.
Nah.
No, I mean, come on, Phil.
Nah.
Musiala. Who started over Musiala, boy?
But he's scoring us already, yeah? He's scoring us already.
He's scoring us, yeah.
Muscle on our bag, easy.
Oh good.
Yeah, anybody can bust one out of the bag. Anybody.
He had this thing to do.
Yeah, but with our hot and cool left 10, we need our next left 10. Even though he's starting to look a little decent now, he's still kind of iffy. That's Garnacho. I think we need competition for there for sure. Right? But with Kobe now, it's according to how you pick this side, because you could pick Ahmad as a right wing back, and you could put Kobe in the 10. So it's according to how you pick this side, you could pick him and put him in the 10. But I honestly don't see him going back in that defensive midfield right now for the rest of the season.
No, I don't see that.
I don't see that.
Yeah, it could possibly be an in-game adjustment, just like how Ericsson went down in the
Yeah.
game today.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think Amorim really stumbled on something that, I mean, he now see, but that we were saying for time, that Kobe most effective position is in that 10 because of the creativity, his little guile, that ability now, that technical, that little touch now, boy, he had that, boy.
That Manchester has been missing for years, boy.
Yeah, boy, Kobe have it.
Nah, Kobe sharp, boy. That's
Yeah.
that cap alone. That cap out here,
Yeah,
man.
boy.
That cap alone. That show
So
you how quick.
that man, that cap with
Clean enough.
quickness,
If he doesn't score that,
quickness. No, if he had scored that would have been a goal of the season.
I'm telling you.
The defender do just enough. The defender do just enough.
Yeah, and I tell
Telling
you,
you,
it's
boy.
just the quickness and sharpness and
I
mind
get,
to
I get,
pull
I
it
get
off.
mixed up. I get mixed up between Tell and this guy Sacha Boy. He's the right back, my bad.
Oh,
Yeah. But
So
he's
he-
an injury. He's an ex-hospital.
Yeah, boy.
yeah.
Sasha Boy, he always injured.
And
You
they
know?
wanted him.
Yeah. I did.
Who is he? Who is he? I didn't know who he's at. I didn't know
He
who
was
he's
a
at.
rival
back
Rasta,
after
Rasta.
fella.
Galatasaray, I think he played with.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
okay,
at
right.
Galatasaray,
Okay.
He was Bayern now, but he
Oh, no.
never playing.
Although he lied down next to Shaw and Mount. Sandwich and all that. Yeah.
Let me just get the comments. Let me see who in the comments talk about Meno. Kurt saying here 3 games on the truck, so we're building momentum. Yeah.
Nah, me ain't caught up in that building momentum thing, nah.
No, I mean, the win on the win, confidence, it could build a little bit, Nico.
7 games for me to feel a little confident.
No, we ain't talking about feeling confident, but the momentum is being built. It's 3
You know when I
games.
feel something, eh?
But who will be targeting that tree? Who will be in that tree?
When we move into the upper half of that table,
2 games. It's Arsenal.
Arsenal in that tree? Nah, Arsenal in that tree.
That was part of the momentum because of the opposition.
And then Brighton deal with me.
No, come on, man. Let me be fair to what's going on now.
No, but who's the tree? Who's the tree? Rangers, Bucharest, and Fulham.
Right. You could
they're not building no momentum all year. I'm not taking that. They're not building no momentum.
Because last week, against Fulham, we didn't play good at. So
no, we didn't. But even on
we control the game better. But them 3 games are no momentum. That ain't no building no momentum. I ain't taking that.
All right, let me put it like this: building momentum with wins, not performances.
Right.
I would say building confidence, because confidence and momentum, it got a fine line, right? So I would say building team confidence for sure.
Yeah, building confidence.
I can see why Nico would say is not building momentum, but I would say confidence with a slight dash of momentum, if you want to put it that way.
You're a politician, boy. You're a politician, boy.
Good saying here, Malasia look. I guess you mean good for the first half, right?
Nah, it's a question mark with that performance, boy.
He look good. He look good coming off the field.
No, perhaps the man really say Malasia look bad. I just assume it's good.
Okay.
No, but could like Malasia, he say good.
No, good. No, here's the thing. Malasia wasn't terrible, you know. No. But Malasia has some piece of madness in him, boy, like Jerry was rolling down the eye or some kind of thing,
but Chef, let me put it there, right? As you're talking about it, right? Because I'm gonna make 2 substitutions halftime, right? He take off Malasia and Collier.
Yeah.
On Amar and Garnacho.
Yeah.
What you think influenced those substitutions? Was it that Amram acknowledged he make a mistake in starting them? What do you think influenced?
I think when he got a look at the opposition, he realized, listen. We paying them too much respect. Let me put on my gunmen to quad them and open them up. Bruno and whoever, and the 2, Bruno and the iRobot, could hold down the center.
No, but what I like with Malasia, to be honest.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. What was the position, the attacking position he was picking up?
Yeah.
You know, I think he was real brave in doing that. As much as Bucharest wasn't much of a threat going forward, I think he picked up some very advanced positions. Just that we didn't use him. I think if we did use him a bit more,
So I think we'd
see more value.
You think it was a harsh sub on Malasia in saying that then?
No, because he got a yellow card.
So?
So
Because-
remember,
So
no, because
half time, you know.
yes, because remember, as I agree with Chef, when you realize this team is food, and one Malasia might start to play within himself, one, because you want him to go, he might start to play within himself, get a second yellow card, and we know with this team, he get a red card, it could have been all over for us, I'm just saying. So Amarona played it safe. Amarona played safe and say, hey, you're not yellow, we going for the jugular right now, we taking no chances.
So the
Come off
point,
and
so the core point, you see that point they could make about Malasia playing high? Done. Well, I know all they just analyze the game like me, or they don't just watch it. Because if men truly understand the Amarin system and play how they play second half, dog, you can open up teams easily when you move that ball, you know.
but your center backs gotta be quick. Your center backs gotta be quick to
Your
cover.
center backs have to be quick. Your full backs have to be quick.
Yeah.
Generally, your whole
midfield
team
gotta be quick.
had to,
The whole
had
team
to
gotta
be
be
quick.
quick.
Because
The whole
what
team gotta
it made to really open. But you see, with the slow pace we just want to be playing, dog, it really made. I watching that way you're talking about Malasia taking up that position, and I'm watching Dallo since the last game. Dog, when you pick up that high position, you just open the field so much more for other players.
You had to be brave too.
You had to be brave.
That's why he put on Ahmad, because Dallo was going to the box and just passing back the ball. He wasn't looking to take on a defender, and I'm always talking about that. You had to be brave. So
You had to be brave.
this is why you wouldn't see Dallo in the future, because Dallo, he continues to
as
just
a Portuguese way.
back.
As a Portuguese way.
No, you wouldn't see him.
He might end up as the right centre back.
That will be his. If he continue to use Dallo, that will be his downfall in the attack.
I agree.
Because
Amarim doesn't want to sub Dallo and Bruno. Like.
Yeah.
Well, that's our fittest players.
Yeah, but still, Lion.
That's our
even today, you telling me he couldn't take off Bruno for Casemiro?
No.
For
maybe for what the game they done. Bruno and Dallo played all the games. No, what's saying? Bruno and Dallo playing all the games.
And you know why he played Casemiro? You know why he played Casemiro?
Casemiro gone.
He's not getting sold.
He just played Casemiro today to remind clubs we still have him, you know.
Yeah, Casemiro not going nowhere right now.
Casemiro could have gone, you know.
No, but I understand what I'm saying now.
He's not something with Roma.
I understand.
Roma, you want him?
There are teams who could there are times, when Bruno could take a little rest.
Yeah, but who start off the first goal? Bruno, when he hit that shot, that sent the defenders wild.
Most times, the best things when it happens does come from Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, as much as he does frustrate us.
And he has been frustrating us a lot less since
I like that one, Chef. A lot less.
A lot less.
Let me just get JP thoughts on the halftime subs now. You think Amarim, as Chef was saying, he realized he probably start the wrong players and give too much respect to FCSB?
I cannot do things so, because I think there were opportunities in the first half. If we took it, we'd have been at least 3 up. And there were also some real good runs that Kobe and Hoyland were making that nobody was picking them out.
Yeah,
because Kobe was making real line breaking runs, and Martinez had a lot of opportunities to pass to those players, and he was just ignoring the pass. I mean, you do it once because it's a predictable pass, but at some point you will catch the defense off. If you make the pass, but they were not doing it, they were not being brave. So, and what was happening is we were becoming predictable with the play on the left. And I think that is when we started to kind of pizza out in the first half. and the game get real boring because we FCSB started to realize what we doing. Everything going down the left. When he made the changes, I think what it really was to have more balance in the team. I don't think it was really anything on anybody performance. Fully it wasn't necessary in the game because we didn't really need that grit in the midfield. They could have afford to have a slower player in Ericsson in our midfield because they were not giving us any trouble in the middle. And then bringing Ahmad on the right, you change the attention from not being on one side of the field. Because when it was Kobe on the left in the first half, everything was going left with Kobe and Malacia. When you have Ahmad on the right with Kobe on the right, Garnacho on the left, then the team had to think a little more. And I think we were spreading the game better. So it was more about balance. I think he saw where there was opportunity to make the team more balanced and the changes that we need afford.
All right.
Yeah.
Anybody else before I go to the comments?
I could go ahead.
All right. So Kurt, well, we know Kurt know them under them youth players, right? So
Yeah.
Konki played both under 18 and under 21, 6'5", right?
Nah, I'm frame on him, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey saying here everything went well, right? But he said, he told me she in a lot of pain, right? Because remember after that anesthetic wear off.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Good to hear though.
Yeah. Kurt saying here we will keep sharing prayer for sure. Jesus actually on the inside. Good night to you, man. Thanks for joining. Glory, Man United for life. We get bad bowling to beat, right? But flattered in overall dominance, right? Faulted, sorry. In overall dominance, right? Showing up as many goals.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably mean we didn't beat bad.
Shouldn't up many goals.
We're supposed to score more.
Okay. Got you. Could say here in the youth team, Kobe played as a 10 and at times he played as a centre back. All right. Collier is Maxwell.
Nah.
Don't do the man that. Don't do the man that.
You was going good, you know.
Off.
Nah.
You're off.
One
You're
time,
off.
delete that comment,
Collier.
please.
Maxwell could not make a tackle for your life in that midfield.
Do not do
I
that.
sit down here and say to myself, but Kurt actually sounded good tonight. He's sticking to what he know. He know. You see, when it comes to the youth teams and them, I don't question Kurt at all. I know you like to watch them young fellas and them, so I don't question it. Pause. No Diddy.
Pause.
But I say pause. No Diddy. But then when you come with this Max Sauce cacao talk, you fight now.
No, I feel he's saying it better than what he's saying 2.2. So I never get it better.
That shouldn't even be the same sentence,
No. Don't be comparing that you that told to Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay is the head to defending centre.
Kurt, all I can say is that Scott McTominay is not clearing that ball off the line on the weekend. He can head that ball back into the goal 1-1.
You're too smooth, boy. You're too smooth.
First thing was Scott McTominay not going to be there. He's going to be down by the half line.
Yeah.
Boy.
Simeon saying, so Simeon saying here is Kobe 10. Next question, right?
One like Simeon.
Thanks for joining, Simeon. Could say, so if we do sell Shaw last year, we will have them to Amas, Leon, and Dorgu.
You're not keeping all those players.
As we expected though, because I've seen them a little bit in the I think it's the 18th he playing for now.
Who's that? Amas?
Amas, yeah.
They felt Leon is from Uruguay.
I don't know what Amas. I haven't seen him for a bit.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's been on loan or what. I don't know.
Amas is not going to be the future of Manchester United.
I don't think so.
Apparently, he's not physical enough For
I don't think he developing as
Amorim like the kind of physical players, and Leon is a big fella for his age. Yeah, so he like that type of player.
But Garnacho ain't physical enough either.
Yeah, no, he not.
Or Rashford.
You had to have skill on top of it too, eh?
Yeah.
Because Ahmad, yeah, but the defenders had to be big.
Yeah.
That way, like that 16-year-old, because he man big.
Yeah.
But for me, watching Shaw over the years, Shaw's positional awareness or whoever is around him in terms of like opposition players is not that good.
That's why Mourinho say he used to be at the side of the line and he had to control them like it's a video game.
Yeah.
Because he position and ball.
Yeah. It's Mourinho, boy. Wait.
Yeah, nah, this team's to get to Mourinho, no, that make Mourinho talk a lot of nothing.
Nah, they start knowing.
Jody saying here, Rima, I just want to say I apologize for all the old talk I gave you about Marcia.
Jody, don't start that.
If it's showing that league too, show maybe fit whole season too.
No. Alia, wait.
Man playing about 10 tiers below Premiership.
Alia, wait. I think I'll miss the context of the comment.
I'm playing South Zone and Trinidad, and
his daughter is experiencing injuries. That is why he made the comment.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we had to get on that bandwagon too now.
She wouldn't be injury prone, no worry.
Kurt saying here, don't know what's going on the feed on Facebook. Had to switch to YouTube. Okay.
Oh, that would make him make that comment.
Yes, Joey saying here, I forgot I told you earlier this evening, it's not momentum, but certain players getting back their confidence, which will take a bit of pressure off Bruno to make all the plays. All right. He also saying here, correct JP, because both goals came from both wings. Right. So that was the impact of Garnacho and Ahmad. Right. Then they're saying Shaw as a left centre back here. He got to be Martinez swap, even though you will come in.
I don't want
in what hospital? In what hospital? I don't
yeah, but Shaw can make left back again. Tomorrow running, he might pull up something. And
he can make that.
You pulling it up in centre back too?
Yeah.
Because last time when he come back, he didn't play no left wing back. He played centre back 2 games and that was it.
Yeah.
I think he started the game when he came off. I think he started the wing back or the left back or every time he get injured.
Yeah.
Because he started that game.
He just had to think about getting injured and he getting injured.
But you see how wicked Shaw is. You see how wicked Shaw is. We signed Dorco. Remember, I'm back in training the next day.
Yeah.
You man so wicked, boy.
Nah, them fellas just playing for the contract. Once they get a contract, them breathing out.
Back to life, back to reality.
Yeah,
back to life, back to the medical room.
Yeah. When they play for the contract, they're giving everything. They're barely injured. After they get a contract, that is it,
I just want to know who is the person watch Luke Shaw and give you a contract till 2020.
Ole. It wasn't Ole.
But till 2028, boy.
Why is the contract again?
Yes, boy.
He did get a fresh 5 years.
Like craziness, boy.
Yeah, boy. Simeon saying here, physicality isn't just size. The tenacity is missing from Garnacho in defense. Not sure if Amos has it. Other teams forwards tackle hard. Yeah.
But I see Garnacho running back hard, boy. But I see Garnacho running back very hard right now.
Today, right now, I'm telling you right now, he tried
and do what they could.
Nah, he pressure. You running back and he applying pressure. You running back and he applying pressure. I find that to be wrong.
I find he just run back, but he ain't do nothing.
well, Lion.
I agree with Lion.
Right.
But normally
he wasn't supposed to do that.
Let's say don't run back.
Normally he just used to just jog and who was Casemiro? Casemiro ball him up in that game.
Yeah,
and I say what? But he again at again. Right now he running back.
But I must say, Garnacho's decision making in the last couple of games has been there for all to see.
Yeah.
Garnacho under Ten Hag versus Garnacho under Amarin of the last probably month, because Garnacho was still doing stupidness in Amarin first couple of games, right? But Garnacho, I would say, as of recently, maybe last 3 to 5 games, his decision making has improved. Definitely.
Yeah.
I will stand on that. I will stand with Gattuso, right? We'll see how much I'll get it, right?
What Gattuso said?
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe cheat.
Oh,
He should have scored today, though. He should have scored.
Yeah, that chance he get. Definitely should have taken that chance. Who else there clear chance and this again?
Kobe Manu. Kobe Manu. Bruno had a clear chance.
He actually talked about that in his post-match, that he said thanks, but he more vexed about the one he missed earlier.
Yeah, and all he had to do is pass out in the goal.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. He was supposed, but he'll get quite confidence in Kobe Manu, man. Right? Javid on the inside, glory, Man United was nice to see. Was nice to watch the last 30 minutes of the game and be comfortable. Yeah,
boy.
30 minutes was the best part of that game.
Not when I'm stand by the scampering.
And watch me. That the one when Casemiro 3 frame? It wasn't that one? Like Casemiro
was known as yet. When that said that.
But let's see when Casemiro 3 frame and still get beat.
No.
Yeah, he recovered. He recovered though. I think if they play, talking about.
But Casemiro, he limping across the field now, boy. I find like, we lack our games.
Well, last time I get playing, boy,
he look like he limping, boy. I suppose.
That's the problem. Too heavy. Yeah,
but Amarim did say, in terms of what he won for his 2 center midfielders, Casemiro just not offering that. So it's unfortunate. I mean, but fellas getting big money. So I mean,
look JP clients come to the front and clearing up himself now. JP like your whisper time when you come back and sit down, boy.
He said I may have used the 2.0 in the wrong context for Collier, as JP was trying to tell you guys. Collier is way better because, as we can see, there's no way Scotty would have been on. All right. We understand, Kurt. All right.
We understand. But we had to get into it. Nah.
Yeah. Can we no kind of comment just so?
Yeah, we don't want certain names triggering for this panel.
Yeah. Don't call Scott. Don't call Scott at all.
Scott, Fred, Dallo, sometimes Dallo. Yeah, that name's triggering.
Martial, Shaw.
No, don't be a Martial.
But is that still a trigger? Martial is a trigger.
This man buy a 24-25 jersey and print Martial on it.
Who's that?
Look at right
here.
Alan said here, the show reminds me of a public servant as they realize they can be.
No, it's true.
It's true.
Next one too.
Hey, showing something else. Kurt saying here, Ahmad may be small but very strong. I see Ahmad body. Yeah, Ahmad.
That goes back to Simeon's point about it's not just physicality and physical size, it's tenacity. And correct. Ahmad is that guy.
Correct. And Simeon saying tell them lion, right? I can't remember exactly where it was. I don't know if that's the whole Garnacho defend thing.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Dion McDonald on the inside. Good night. Thanks for joining.
Hey Dion, what you see, pal?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
3 in a row. Nice vibes. Yeah.
But tough, right? Chef? But tough.
I guess that's an inside joke.
Yeah, that's an inside joke for Tony.
All I have to tell Oli, right? All you feel, I just censor myself here. Think about how I just get on in a forum that nobody can censor me now. just think about it. That was Mark talk. So when Mark talk, that was Mark done. It's because a man, man don't talk about it. It's because a man trying to compare Xerxes control to Berbatov.
Yeah. Nah, I wickedness. Right, I
Dog,
wickedness.
you
Don't
don't
do
want to
that.
tell him how we mother make him.
Don't
You have to be wicked.
do that. Don't do that.
You have to be wicked.
He cleared up.
What?
Look him there. He cleared up.
Yeah. Clear it up quick.
Javid saying here, show Shank or redemption, right? Shank, right? I feel he is done there. Would love to be wrong. Watching with young Red, Samara, my daughter. All right, good night, Samara.
Good night,
Thanks for
Samara.
joining.
Good night, Samara.
Yeah.
We still want to talk this show on redemption. Boy, let him redeem himself in lower
No,
leagues.
he says Shawshank or redemption, right? So he says
Boy,
Shank, right?
Shank,
Yeah.
right? Plank, get out.
Right. Dembe, Brent saying here, if we had a form
Facts.
striker, Nacho would have had 4 or 5
Facts.
assists the past few days.
But
If you had
and
a
let me
real-
say,
a real
and
strike.
that, yeah, on
real
this comment room, because remember we talk about this today, right?
Yeah.
So at times, Hoyland gonna make the run, he gonna make a first post run, right? Then Acho cut it back on the top. And next time he might hold up, then Acho might put it across the goal. But what I'm saying is that these fellas play together too long
Yeah.
Exactly.
not to
Exactly.
know
And
where
training
that ball will
together.
and come.
And
Another
training
training together.
together.
Not
And-
to know where that ball coming.
And Nico, to add to that, a striker, what's the number one thing a striker does have though?
Instinct.
Instinct.
He had that.
Instinct.
Because I
Yeah,
think
that
Ganacho cut back a ball today. And to me, I said, dog, you should be there. But he made the
Yes.
first post wrong. But to me, the first post already covered. So the first post covered. The only place the ball could have come through was if he cut it back. But
Yeah.
you may, I mean, it had times, and I would agree that some of the runs he made would have created space, right? For even 1 or 2 of the goals. But sometimes, I mean, I watched Chido Obi yesterday, and all
Yeah, boy.
those people are youth,
Yeah,
man.
boy.
Trust me.
Right now,
Those
Yeah.
people now, man.
You gotta go and take in some of them games, boy.
Hoyland
Nah,
just
that
there
is
to
mad.
create space, right?
He just there to create space.
He not doing anything else.
Yeah, but when you watch that youth man, I tell you, Ole, that man gonna get real trouble.
He doing things for himself. Chidovi, that man creating
I'm
his chances.
telling you, I'm
The
telling
man
you.
Manchester have
Here
a
was my thing, right? Here's
That
my
man-
thing. I hear all this thing about this Chilo fella, but the proof is in the pudding. Right? You come up and play
Sure.
big man football with defenders
No,
who
yeah.
But you could only beat her in front of you. You could only beat her in front of you. And
but
he beat you in front of him right now.
we talk about men like oh god, them players and them who used to play in this reserve league, and when they come up in the senior team, it's real too.
No, but here we had men we talk about. We talk about Greenwood.
Right.
We talk about Ganacho. We talk about Kobe Mano.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
them fellas doing it, Dream.
All
Them
right.
Collier.
fellas doing it.
Collier.
Collier hardly playing now at 21 to be honest. Right?
Because he now
But you
come,
see-
he now come from Brighton.
Yeah.
We don't have
Brighton.
that long to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you see men like Greenwood, you could have see the quality in Greenwood. And you see that
And you've seen that in Chilo.
I'm telling you,
You've
100%.
Alright.
seen it in Chido.
The
Yeah.
Tolton
Alright.
shit was a big one, man.
I'm telling you.
No, all I'm saying is I know sometimes that reserve league is flatter to deceive now, but and when they make the
And
step up,
man, he done jump up already. And he playing on
Yeah, the progress here already could have realized on 18 he making sense to he.
18 from making sense.
That's
but
So,
you think the fact that he big in stature is what kind of giving him the
No,
advantage?
no.
no,
Oh boy.
He's good
Yeah,
with his speed.
movement
He's
too.
very good with his speed too.
I tell you, and that was tell me the comparison with Hoyland already. When you, the quality of that youth man at 18, because Hoyland is so old. You know what I mean? Hoyland about 21 or something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
when you look at the quality of that youth man, right, and the hunger, the desire, and the quality, I mean, that man gonna be real trouble.
He signed his first senior contract yet.
Nah.
He's still on an academy contract.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I remember they buy him from, or he was on a free.
Not the
Remember?
free.
Yeah.
It's like
Kind of
he
not free.
signed
Okay.
with United. He just signed.
Yeah. Yeah, but them let you go no way. Them
That could be a
contract,
problem too.
Like
Just
Evan.
add,
It has scouts watching him, eh?
nah, them
just
contract,
add-
them
Don't
contract,
lock you down.
yeah.
just to add on what Nico said, right? There might be a possibility he may see some first team action If it's not this season, then we definitely know he's going to be taken on preseason tour for sure.
Of course.
Definitely.
And to me, from what I see, he deserves to be on the preseason tour.
According to one of the podcasts I listened to, let's say to the end of the season, him and Coney, we might get to see them.
Yeah, Sidhu Kone,
yeah.
But
he doing well.
But he looked smaller than I thought. I thought he was more of a Pogba size now.
Nice, small.
But he's small. But he very confident on the ball. But I think he have a lot more development. I think he should have a lot more development to happen. But we'll see how we go.
Yeah. He got a setback to the entry, so he cannot now coming back into the team. So they have to replace it.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just get through the rest of the comments, guys, so we can move on, right? Joey saying here again, remember I tell you, coach will break in Ghana, show them to play his way. All right, for me it's still early, yes. Mickey on the inside, good night to you, man. Whoa, fellas, glory, man. I was working, couldn't watch the game, but watching the cheerful reaction from you guys, I guess we win.
Mickey's one fool.
What's our session tonight?
Boy, we just be cheerful. Whether we win or lose, sometimes you can't tell on this panel, no?
Yeah. Could say here Nacho looked like a proper winger in the last few games.
Yes.
I don't know. I think I'll use them terms very loosely, but proper winger.
What's with these comments tonight, though? What any water tonight?
We go block you for the rest of the night, eh?
What?
Nah, what's that? No, the Parading Scholars are king in the Parading Scholars are king in Napoli.
Now the fella playing good, man.
No, he is playing good. Because why? He don't have to defend.
Again, that starts you just.
He don't have to defend. He played practically as a centre forward.
Yeah. No, the man final level. The man final level, you know what I mean?
And he playing in a slow. I watch a game when it is with Scott, and I see Scott spanner, man. But I want to dare, you know. I want to dare. I said, I changed my TV one time. I said, nah, I'm watching this. Scott McTominay spanning, man.
Yeah, I know the game chef's talking about because I remember when John O'Shea nutmeg field.
Just to change that one time.
I checked each other. I said, no, I'm not doing myself this.
Good thing here, Nana Nico. It's had a game Nacho actually tracked back Rashi too when. God, because he was calling names to trigger people, boy. Could just doing the most.
Just now. And then the slam. There's a caller on slam called that is called him give or take. Curtis give or take. Serious, Curtis give or take. Kurt just give we and then take it away.
Hey,
Kurt, give you a laugh and then take it away.
Boy.
What's that?
Hey, Kev, man.
Hey, Kev. What's going on, boy?
Kev, yes.
Boy, call
long time for real, boy. Hope all is well, man, Cave, man. Good to have you on the
cave,
side.
boy.
Yeah, you come out the cave. Yeah. And the Sunday inside as well. Thanks for joining, man. He's saying Rasmus football IQ is poor. Poor, boy. And this also saying here, maybe if we kept Whitley. Nah. Whitley and
all. Now, Whitley had to go out and he had to get some game in the lower league. Yeah, he had to get a game.
I think he had loan, He went on
loan. He gone on loan. That's a good decision.
Yeah, I think it's also
future.
Because Chido be getting all the minutes, you know?
Yeah.
Cave saying here, Rasmus has the potential, but he's at a disadvantage at United. Before he came to United, he was inexperienced. Then he got recruited to a team that's in crisis with no player mentor to teach him the tricks of the trade. He'll need someone like Zlatan there to help him, but we don't have that. Right?
I think he could have developed, but the pressure, I guess the pressure leading the line for United too is a bit too much for him.
And that is why I seen people saying promote Chido Obi to the senior team now. And I'm like, no,
It's not nobody to mentor he. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not nobody to
yeah,
mentor
yeah.
him.
To put all that pressure on him now at 17. So now,
Yeah,
they
and cheer them watching each other. Yeah, cheer them watching each other to see who win and start. You understand? Those key Hoyland. So yes, so I'm saying, cheer them fighting to start. It's a no mentor each other there.
And they show again from none of them, eh?
They were telling you, so nah.
And here you all just taking with Gary Neville and Roy Keane and them show stick to football.
Yeah. Sometimes I watch it. Yeah.
Right. You see that? You see this point Jody talk? Not Jody, sorry. That point they now talk there. Them fellas and them. That's a big point. Them fellas is talk about that. There's absolutely barely any senior players in these teams to talk to men. And you know how that conversation is going? Talking about Rashford. Because it have, like Roy Keane said, it would not reach to the manager having to come and say them things. A senior player or players would have pulled Rashford aside and talk to him.
Yeah.
No, but you know, shall we think about it, and while that sounded good in theory, I think because I remember Rooney was on Rio Pod, and it had some, and GP we were talking about. Well, Phil too,
Yeah.
right? And Pogba and I can't remember who it was dancing or some Lingard was dancing.
Yeah.
And Rio asked Rooney, well, why you didn't say anything? No, we know Rooney. Rooney come from true Manchester United. Rooney know what's going on. And Rooney couldn't say nothing because the culture and the team, man, right? It's different now. Yeah. So unless the majority of the team on the same page. So back in the day when everybody was like Rio and Giggs and then you can afford to pull up on Memphis Depay when you come in with a Cadillac or something. So but nowadays, if everybody driving in with Cadillac and helicopter and thing, where you gonna tell? You understand? It's different now.
Yeah.
It's different now. So what Keane and them fellas talking about was back in their days. It do work so again.
Culture change, but discipline is always there.
Discipline is always there.
No, it is. But you see, that had to do with a culture shift. That's how to. It's like a whole reset. As opposed to one man inside, they're trying to do it by himself.
Amarin hit the reset button.
He doing that with the support of the board and the.
That is it. Right. You see that one they could say there, and then Warim say, I honestly think Amarin is the first manager since Ferguson that gets basically the board. Just say you do your thing.
Yeah.
He have absolutely nothing holding him back from doing what he needs to do right now.
Because it's a football and people in the positions now. The Glazers was only studying money. These players put a structure in place, and now they come to back the coach. With a new mindset. The whole culture had a shift. And Rashford is the fella getting the big wages, going to New York looking like a rapper. Not playing the football the way they want him to play. So he's the first one. And the biggest thing is his wages that caused the son.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Dan, we's Manchester here on this panel and the viewers and thing, no, we's not just normal Manchester fans. We's fanatics. Let me be real. And as a Manchester fanatic, men can't tell me this whole scene how it play off with Rashford. Not bothering you, dog. It had to bother you.
Yeah.
Because this man at the club since he's 8, 9? Yeah. Dog, Rooney talked today about how he, his children in the academy. And he went to parents thing now. And they were showing film and telling the children about the academy and thing. And he sit down there and for 5 minutes they show the under 9s, the under 11s, and the one person face come up constantly was Marcus Rashford. And you know what Rooney end by saying? This is so sad.
And he told him to leave the club too. Huh?
He told him to leave the club. I was shocked when Rooney come out and say that. Rooney said that. He told him, Dan, you need to leave the club. But Marcus told like he's one of them, don't listen at all, boy.
He covering his whole character with this child feeding thing to her.
Yeah.
So it would be like, oh, he nice, he real cool, he thing like. But Rashford himself, he do have the right attitude to be what we thought he was supposed to be for the club.
Let me just jump in. I really didn't want to go down this, but let me just say something, right? I think Rashford, when they consider who the person was, when they listen to him, you know, with his mom and where poverty coming from, I think the man was a good person.
Right.
But I think over time, allowing the wrong people to advise you, then you're rich. You understand? You're developing friendships with the wrong people, so your appetite change. You understand? So I believe who Rashford was, who we knew Rashford was to be when he broke into the team. This is not the same person.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
You know, so I don't think Rashford was just naturally this ignorant person who ain't care. But I think this person that we're talking about now, he lost all love for the game, to play for this club, and he just is me against the world and wherever, and that's how we're moving right now.
What also happened to the culture of the club wasn't the same. So
exactly.
If you had a manager like Ferguson who was all his tentacles in the club, Rashford couldn't do that. You bring Mourinho, you bring Ten Hag, you bring all those coaches, and those coaches didn't get the support because Rashford was the commercial face.
Yeah.
For the Glazers, you're selling jerseys, you living a lifestyle. It had nobody to say, okay, get on and play football. You play one good season, you get a new contract, and you say, all right, I good.
Yeah, back up.
Reem does always make a point, does always make a statement about player power. But let me tell you something. You see, Amarin is the rightest man to dismantle that. It's that again. That's done.
Not done. You've seen that.
I would say Ineos. Because I believe Ten Hag had something in him, could have do it too. But he lost control. He lost his way. And he couldn't get it back. Ineos gave him a trial. But it was he done bigger deep hole So that's why I had to get him. Because he did well with Sancho. I think he partially got back in. And then it's like the Glazers just pull the
Ineos
thing from on them. The Glazers pull it from on them. Because within the transition of Sancho thing, it's like they leave him out in the cold after a while. And then this whole Rashford thing started to develop under him too. Under him. And then he started to lose control of everything. He had to play Rashford every game, no matter what the attitude is. To try to save his football, try to save his job. Yeah, man, like Matt Tomini saving their job. That's what created.
See that what you're saying? And it goes back to what Amarin is saying. Because you see when players know to themselves the invaluable and the undroppable, they can play the fool like Marcus Rashford. And that is the difference with Ten Hag and Amarin. Ten Hag so wanted to win, and that he was willing to put aside his value system and how he believed to play this player. Amarin come with is my way or my way. So I don't care who it is. Amarin does admit it that the team would be better with him. But in the same breath, he also admits, I would rather play the 67-year-old goalkeeper coach than play him.
Well, I got a question for you guys though, because let me put you guys in Ruben Amorim's position, day 1, or let's say day 10. you get asked about Marcus Rashford. And you get asked about Marcus Rashford every day up until today. How you feel?
That's all them.
Like part of the work. No, but I part of the job. Like part of the job. When you going into that interview, you know that they're gonna ask about Rashford. Like part of the work.
Let me ask a question. What if you as a manager had to say, check my last interview on what I had to say about Marcus Rashford? Would he get fined for that?
No. It had plenty managers.
Ten Hag used to do that. Ten Hag used to do that.
Plenty managers that in the past.
Amorim just choosing to be very polite and accommodating to the media.
Yeah.
But very soon he realized there was a snake in him.
Yeah, Amorim understand that, to be quite honest, for you to war with the British media, you had to have the CV to do that. Like, you see, Mourinho and them fellas would have war, but them fellas did also know to play the game. So that's why Mourinho was so popular with the media and has always been, because he will shut you up, but he will also give you some good song bites. Amorim, now learning, like I was telling Mark, Amorim still have it in him, like he's a player. So he don't fully have that manager tackers it. So that's why a lot of times some of the things he will say that sound really emotional that a more seasoned manager wouldn't come out and say.
But he very brilliant, huh?
No, he's a smart guy.
He does handle them in a certain way.
Yeah.
Because he actually told them it's all players, right? And he breaking them down by telling them it's not about Rashford. He wants Rashford in the team, but he has to change. So he basically telling them.
He take the pressure off himself.
Yeah.
It's not me, you know. It's not me, Rashford. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So better
but he said even when he'd come, he started to put it on the players. He say, I can only help, but at the end of the day, it's the players who have to take it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
So guys, so let me see. Oliver still sell Garnacho?
Nah.
Nah.
Too late for that now, man.
Listen, you know, I know that question was coming tonight because it's something I was thinking about during the game. And I understand, because I had Reem talk about this, so I understand the business standpoint behind it of selling him. But selling we young players, boy.
It's too late. I think it's too late for that.
And maybe too late now to sell him now. We have a ready-made replacement.
You gotta scamper to get somebody.
Yeah,
I think he feeding into the system now. I looking how he playing now. I'm not getting carried away, but I think he feeding into the system, and Amorim talk about that. He said he has to learn to play more inside.
Yeah.
So he taking his game inside and outside also.
Yeah.
I think to based on what Amorim has been saying too, when they talk about January transfers and making rash decisions, Amorim say we have to learn from our mistakes. So, like Amorim, to be honest, never really had much intention of doing big set of business within January.
He know he wanted a left back for sure, though. That is the position.
Yeah.
If there's anything, and a striker too.
Overall, the club had to do better with PSR, but the way to battle that, I think, is you had to get better loans for the youth.
Yeah.
You see them also loan and thing, they're not going to cut it. If I remember what Chelsea was doing when Chelsea had Hazard brothers and them fellas playing in proper leagues in Europe all over.
Yeah.
And then you hear Chelsea selling men for kind of 30-40 million who never play for them.
But Chelsea still doing it up to this day.
They're still doing it all now. And listen, all that counted towards and all that counted towards FFP. So there will always be in the positive part.
Yeah. So that's where we had to start with it, because when you're doing it with a player who make it in the first team, they're not kind of defeating the purpose of it. So you have to start to look at at the youth teams and see where you can get better loans, better exposure for them players,
Yeah.
so that you can get better sales for them.
Well,
Exactly.
I believe in summer it go have a clear out. Like some of the older fellas like Dango and them. We had to make a decision now to say, okay, we selling these fellas or we putting them in the first team.
Yeah.
The players we don't need, like Casemiro, Evans will go on free. We'll free up some wages, so we should be able to spend a little money in the summer. All right, Rashford should go for sure in the summer. So
Casemiro.
more wages, yeah. Casemiro,
Ericsson. Yeah.
yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Real don't want to buy that.
Don't say it under your breath. Don't say it with your chest.
Dallo do good in Real, no? Why Dallo? Why Real looking at that?
Yeah, now I see.
He's our next player. He's our next player. I'll be on the Chaplin board.
We can
I feel we can sell it. I feel we can sell it. I feel we can sell Dallo.
And bring
He actually sued the footballing shooter.
I think
bring that little youth man from Sporting, Quenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jody saying here cave like he don't hibernate. He come out of the cave. Right? Could say here the next youth who now come is Aidan Heaven from Arsenal.
Yeah, I saw this.
Right? Some players that was stunted
maybe.
He means to say stunted.
Okay. Shea Lacey, I know the Shea Lacey fella supposed to be good, and Jack Scallion.
He decent to them, but that's decent. But I mean, decent is one thing, but good enough is the next.
Correct.
Exactly.
Mickey saying here is the lying to the manager that Rashford was doing that have him in that position. Right?
When he lied to the manager.
He said, what have him in this position is saying, I want to leave. That's what happened
in this position. That's why I want a new challenge.
Yeah.
It's a sad yes, but if he don't have proper discipline, he will not go forward. Right? Kurt saying here he had an interview where Matic spoke about setting standards as a leader in the squad and how disappointed he and fellow leaders were as a certain player with Trini roots and a Frenchie. Right? Kurt saying here Rashi initially was earmarked to be the leader of the club. Well, not the leader, but the face of the club. You know, I think that's different. Lucky Singh on the inside, thanks for joining. He said Cunha in Alejandro. He's still selling. Yeah.
And I can't argue that at all.
Cunha, that's his player.
What?
Cunha announced a new contract.
Nah, he ain't signed it.
I don't think it's a sign yet, Phil. It's a sign yet, Phil.
It's on the table.
Yeah. Them again need to sign that contract just.
Wolves looking real shaky, so you know sign.
Right. Yes, Alejandro doing correct things. No, he up for sale. Right.
Yeah.
I win selling.
All right. Well, guys, I think we are at the end. Right, I'm watching the time slot. I have some more stuff, but I don't want to go further. Right, I had a little trivia and thing, but we will do that next time. Right. Yeah. So let me get some closing thoughts now. I was reading our possible round of 16 opponents is Sociedad from La Liga. You know, the La Liga teams like to come and spoil the party.
Yeah.
Right.
Galatasaray.
Yeah. Galatasaray, Azad Akmar, and Midtjylland. Right. So those are the 4 teams we could possibly meet.
I'll say I pray for Midtjylland. Even though Midtjylland have a way that has given me trouble for some reason.
We had them about 5 last time.
And then on that foot is when the country has.
We had to bring back Memphis. That was under what's his name?
Van Gaal.
Yeah.
And there's no when Rashford break into the team?
Yeah.
I'll never forget that name, boy. Midtjylland.
The password. Anyway, so fellas, let me get some closing thoughts now. And in your closing thoughts, you can factor in Palace and who might start and who mightn't start. It's up to you. Go through, Nico.
Yeah, I good win today. Good win. Coming third in the Europa League group stage. I think when the season started, definitely didn't believe we'd be up there. I was thinking just to make the 16, right? Even to make a playoff. Because how poor we were playing. And I mean we came through in the top three, and that was definitely commendable. I think even before Amarin came, we haven't won a game in Europe for how much ever games. And not Amarin, I guess was from Root first. Root started it, and then Amarin continued. So I guess that was good for the Crystal Palace game. We know for sure that I think Maguire will come back into the team. Martinez, we saw Martinez went off early today. I think Onana would come back into the team as well. Ugarte, Bruno. Is this to me? I guess the team could pick a star. I think Garnacho would start. Ahmad would start. It's just for who playing on top, boy. If it's Hoyland or Zirkzee. So it's just to really look at that now, because still you can't really, as much as you would say that Zirkzee, looking like he fits our system a little better, especially with the hold up play. I think that is where the question mark is, to see who Amarin would start at the top. But otherwise I think the team picks itself.
Go try JP.
I keep in the listener. I keep in the listener that team and Mazwari, because I feel like playing out the back we get more progressive football when Mazwari playing that right centre back position. And we didn't mention him today, but I think he adds something different to that position as opposed to when he played the right wing back position.
Yeah.
Especially when you have Ahmad in front of him, and then if you have Kobe even further forward of Ahmad, I think that right side could be a real problem, and then we could offer something different if we play like a Garnacho on the other side. So I kind of would like to see Garnacho and Kobe starting as the tens against Crystal Palace, because it's giving a different dynamic on either side. We know we see Ndalo in the team, so Ndalo playing now left for sure. That is without a question. Bruno and Ugarte in the middle, and I still starting Zirkzee over Hoyland, to be honest with you, because I think, especially with the ball players on the field, I think we will see more out of Zirkzee than Hoyland, because we were seeing where Zirkzee get involved in a few 1-2s when he came on with the likes of Hamada and Kubi. So yeah, that's how I want to see us go against Palace, and I just want to see proper, controlled, fluent football going forward. We get 3 wins, then we use that after the good performance to continue with our next good performance. Just keep building. We don't want to go back to, oh God, why is this them first? We don't want to go back to Brighton. We want to move forward and see them play proper football. Yeah, that's my hopes.
Yeah. Phil?
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier in the podcast, some confidence and a little bit of momentum is building, right? So let's take that into Crystal Palace. I hope Ruben does give Kobe a second chance at number 10 versus Palace this weekend. And yeah, it's similar to what JP said, Bruno and Ugarte in the middle for sure. I want to point out that something we didn't point out in the podcast, I think Lissandro Martinez's passing under Amarin has gotten a bit better. He can also be another creative player in our team, just to mention that. So I will like to see Martinez definitely get him more playing time. Maguire will be back, obviously. And if we can get, because for some reason I think Xerxes is more suited to this playing style than Hoyland, right? I would bring on Hoyland in the Crystal Palace game if we're up like 2-3 goals, right? Because at the end of the day, he needs to build confidence, right? And if he can't build confidence,
Hoyland ain't playing.
Let him playing.
What?
I try
Well, I played.
to keep a bit straight to that comment. I try. It's the fellas make me laugh. I try.
Phil, that gonna
I feel reason to say, oh, I didn't play.
yeah. Just say I'm going to play that Phil.
But
Thanks, you know.
as Nico mentioned, you gotta talk like a politician sometimes, right? So yeah. But yeah, man. Xerxes up top, and I can predict a 2-0 win versus Palace this weekend.
Yeah, Lion. What you saying?
Wait, we playing at home? I don't even check.
Yeah.
Huh, that's problems.
That don't really matter, eh? As we know.
Old Trafford is problems for us. But
Yeah,
We just play better away from.
Yeah.
yeah, well, the usual suspect in goal, Onana. Right centre back, Mazwari, Maguire, Martinez, Dalo on the left, Ahmad right, Bruno,
Gatti.
Agati, yeah. And the turns, Garnacho, Meno, Zuxi on top. That's my pick. I think as Phil said, I think Zuxi is more suited for what Amarim wants to do. The one-touch football, the flicks, tricks Zuxi does would make the front line more fluid. Instead of they going back and miscontrol.
Fighting. You're wrestling.
Sending the team into a transition and nah, that not working no more. So Zuxi on top for me.
Yeah, now before Chef come in, right? Although we here now, Hoyland was poor today, and Xerxes come on and he do a little thing, boy. But I just say, look how far we fall for strikers now, boy.
Boy?
Oh yeah, this
We start strikers like giveaway.
Although this had to be the worst season for strikers that we have ever experienced in all year.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But look how things changed though. In a few games, everybody was balling Xerxes. We don't want he ain't good.
No, I mean, yeah. No, it's true.
We ain't changed much.
But
he not looking like what he was looking before.
No, but what we saying, right now the bar real low, Lion. The bar real low.
Low, it is
extremely.
Yeah, on the bar real low. So them fellas on them, we taking anything. Imagine if man control our ball. We say what?
Things that bad.
Thing real bad. I remember Casemiro. Not Casemiro. This guy. What's his name again? But the one who look like Zorro. What's his name again? Who play for me?
Anthony.
No, the one with long hair.
Cavani.
Remember Cavani diving head and all kind of thing.
Yeah. Cavani was quality, boy. Cavani was quality.
We get Cavani too late in his career.
Yeah,
you said the man like Zorro. I love that comparison.
Yeah, I agree with everybody else. Next.
All right, so fellas, I think Jody say here Collier started. Collier started.
Collier started.
But Collier will be there if we need it.
He's first up.
Yeah, he could be there if we need it, right? My thing is, if I just watch Crystal Palace because Eze is my boy. But this fellow is his name, Mateta. Mateta in a kind of form right now. But
yeah, he's trouble.
Right? He's big.
Trouble, eh?
He's quick.
I really like to see him play. What has amazed me is how much he does playing up front by himself.
Yeah. So
I'm telling you, very sickening.
Yeah, I telling you, how we work cut out with him. I think Sa finding his feet at Palace. You understand? So Sa not looking good. Eze as usual with the magic one, So I telling you,
is that
Palace not gonna be no walkover. So so you see how today we were able to, concentrate all our attention and focus on attacking and building football. It's not gonna be so come Sunday, right? So I really hope that we shake out, we take the win for what it's worth. We use the positives from it and we build on that so that we could really perform, because I really don't want to go and see our next Fulham dog fight at Old Trafford on Sunday, because
but Dream, don't come now. You're gonna be a dog fight, Dream.
No, when I said I don't mind, I don't mind, because that Fulham game was real poor, Nico.
I can't take watching that next. It can kind of now.
Besides, it was a terrible game.
But it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah,
we know that. It's a Premiership.
But my positive is that for me, as you see this revelation Amorim get today with Kobe, boy, for me that will give us something more up top now, boy. Because even against Fulham, when Kobe didn't start, when Kobe came on and went up, is when we started to see things happen for us.
Yeah.
So,
but Kobe playing full 90s today earlier. Kobe not starting against Fulham.
You feel so, boy?
Yeah, I don't feel so. But
No,
I will be very surprised. I will be very surprised.
He wasn't defending today, so I think it's a different.
I feel it started.
I will be very surprised, but let's see.
No, but I think I agree with. I can't remember who 11 I agree with, but with Maz as one of the right centre back, Ahmad wing back, main one and Garnacho and Zerti. I can't take our next Hoyland, boy. I don't know, boy. No, I can't take our next Hoyland. I can't take no, boy.
I don't want to see him, man.
I'm frustrated watching him play, boy.
What? Very frustrated.
I don't even want to see him on the bench right now, honestly.
I know I never hit me for this, but Sixy still really irritate me, right? I see Sixy try a beat today and I want to slap him.
Oh, you try to put between a man like
Yeah.
No, so but I'm telling you something. My thing is, they're always looking for Bruno. If they will stop trying to force the ball to Bruno, they will see other players available and make better passes.
Yep.
And that's my thing with he.
Right. Bring back
and even Dallo too. Anyway.
And that's why better when Bruno playing deeper though, because if he deeper, when they're looking forward, they're already seeing him.
Correct. And all I want Martinez to play the ball a little faster now and forward. Don't ignore passes now, boy. Oh God, you. Yeah. Anyway, so fellas, I think we at the end of the pod. Nico, JP, Chef, Lion. We don't know when we go see Lion again. Lion might make his next appearance.
Sunday.
Epic Cup final. Or Europa League final.
I'll come to Sunday.
Chef, Phil, fellas, it was nice. Even those in the comments, we do appreciate, the likes, the shares, the comments all the time, Well, as I said, we get through this period when we had a therapy session, but even when we having a good little moment here now, Jody saying here, fellas, tomorrow is TNT versus Honduras, 8 p.m.
Yeah, I see
the under 17. Yeah, them just playing good. Let them just playing good. I was watching part of the game yesterday. Them just playing.
Yeah.
And never see a local female team play good. So.
The one who scored the hat-trick in the first game, she bad boy.
Yeah.
I never see a local team play football so good.
Actually, looking like a proper team.
Yeah, they're looking good. So yeah.
The female game come a long way in Trinidad.
Anyway, so fellas, we will be here again on Sunday to review this Crystal Palace game, and we're hoping it will be a nice little session again after a victory. Kobe scored next hat-trick. We score hat-trick. You look proper. Ahmad doing thing too. And we look nice. So have a good night, fellas. See you on the next one.
Good night.